this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna answer that question and we're gonna close this thing out. Now, what do you get when you click the link below? What do you get when you decide to fill out the form and simply get started? If you decide to get started today, Empower Network, this system, this vehicle, this 100% commissionable affiliate system, if you decide to get the affiliate portion of it, this is what you're gonna get. So for $25 a month, you are literally going to get paid for your opinion. You are going to get to speak your voice. You are literally going to be able to maybe write or maybe shoot videos speaking the truth, speaking how it is that you feel, and be able to get paid for it. You are going to have a subscription to this platform where you can be able to post the way that you feel and be able to have all of these cool sales funnels and systems and all of this weird technical stuff that you literally don't have to know anything about, where people get to see your content and they get to go click these weird call to actions, and then by you just simply speaking your message, by you sharing with the world what you want to know, whether it's in cooking, whether it's in making money, whether it's in helping people get out of debt, or whether it's you and your favorite pair of underwear, whatever it is that you want to talk about, whatever you feel emotionally attached to, whatever you want to get subscribers or whatever you want to like follow you on your blog, your communication platform. This is what's going to happen. By you doing that, you're going to start to see people go into that sales funnel, and it's going to pay you every single time you resell products, assuming that you are an affiliate on the inside. The other products, 4 other products are within the system that they're going to talk about, and so this is kind of a generic of all different, like there's how-to products, there's inspirational products, there's other things, but on the inside, you're going to learn how to drive massive traffic. So if you're wondering how to get like lots of people to view videos like this, like how we've done today, it's going to talk about that on the inside. It's going to show you exactly step by step of people who are producing 20,000, 30,000, even 100,000 plus per month. They're going through showing you their secret methods of how they do that. You get to learn on the inside how to craft messages and how to craft stories like we've done in this video. They teach you hypnotic selling language. So if you remember like me, I was that shy kid, or Anthony, where he's talking about where he used to stutter and he wasn't so good, it's because they talk about how to do that on the inside. You learn through association, but they teach, there's a scientific formula in communication where we can compel you to watch a whole darn 2-hour video like this. We can compel you the whole time to be interested, to be able to capture your attention, to be able to induce hypnotic trances, and be able to help you be able to make buying decisions or be able to apply it in any which way that you ever desire. They teach on the inside how to go from your first 0 to 10K in less than 30 days. Again, the results may vary, but there's other things that are going inside. There's a lot of different concepts that go into being able to build your dream lifestyle. There's some simplistic things that you can start implementing into your life today. All of that is going to be on the inside, and you can get access to the inside, get your foot in the door for a silly, not even like a full tank of gas of $25. So for those of you who are like, I ain't got the money to get started. Well, the thing is how long have you been on this planet Earth? You've probably been on this planet Earth for 18, 25, 30, 40, 50, 100, like some of you guys might be over 100. So however long you've been on this beautiful planet Earth, and if you literally do not have $25 to your name, if you literally have less than $5,000 in your bank account right here, right now, then I encourage you to rethink your existence on this planet Earth for it to equate to less than $25 to your name. Doesn't something need to change? What we encourage you to do is click the link below, fill out the form, and simply just get on the inside. And so as you're doing that right now, I do want to share one last story because I want to tip you over the edge. I want you to simply just get started. I want you to simply have the same faith that many of us on the line right now have had, and for the same reason why we have the results that we do right now. And if you remember, I was telling you about how I sold a vehicle to simply have a motorcycle, where I was driving through the slick roads over the winter, it was winter season. It was winter season that I had sold my car, kept my motorcycle, simply so I could save money on gas. So here I am just driving over the slick roads, through the winter storms, through the gusty winds, and what that decision had left me was in a place where I was staring a car dead in the face. So I was going one way, a car was coming the other way, started drifting over to my side of the road. They weren't paying attention. I looked in this car's windshield. They were either, she was looking either at the stereo or she was like on her phone. Either way, she was not making eye contact with the road. She was not looking where she was going. And so she happened to fall on my side of the road. Now, check this out. I tried to get out of the way. didn't really happen. So there was absolutely no brakes involved until after I was already on top of the car flying off. So, and so just because like I didn't really have a great helmet, we turned deflated. So this darn helmet and like flew off on an impact. So by the time I hit the ground, where I landed between where the car was and what was left of my motorcycle, I was just there in the middle of the street, just not really thinking about I lost my only vehicle, not thinking about I had to be to work the next morning, not thinking about all of these insurance and all of these other things that would have to go into my life. But I was just grateful for the fact that I was still alive, which you should be right now. You should be grateful for some of the things that are in your life right now. You should be grateful that you might have a job. If you ain't got a job, you should be grateful that you don't have one. You've got the time to do whatever you want. You've got the time to make things happen. You should be grateful for the circumstances that are going on around you because it's helping you realize that something needs to change. It's helping you realize that there's some things that maybe you just shouldn't do. There's some things that you should realize that maybe you should just start doing a little bit differently. Now, where I realized what I should have done differently then, on that ambulance ride back, as I was going through, I was thinking, well, is there any way that I could have changed this circumstance? And the answer was yes. There was actually a few different things. One of the things was if I would have spent more time dealing my helmet, if I actually cared about it, then I probably would have missed that whole car passing by. I probably would have kept going and got to where I wanted to go. The other thing that happened was I was driving a 2005 Ninja 250 at the time. If you know anything about those carbureted engines, when you pull on the gas, there's a little bit of a delay. That delay resulted in a time delay, which meant that I did not have enough time. I couldn't get out of the way quick enough, and that resulted in me landing on top of the car. I also could have sold my motorcycle and kept my car if I didn't want to save money on gas. And so there's a whole bunch of other different reasons. I'm not going to go into detail right now, but there's one factor that was common in every single one that resulted in that accident, and it was finances. It was finances. When I realized that it was finances, I realized because I was broke, by the mere fact of I was making decisions in my life based on money or the lack of money, which you might be making right now, then what I encourage you to understand was that because I was broke, I was almost killed. How does that translate over to you? What I want you to realize is that it may not be a near-death experience for you, maybe physical. It might not be one mentally where you might be in a place where you're kind of in a place of depression, where you're kind of just unhappy with where you are right now because you should be much farther along in life, but you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Probably the definition of insanity, just doing the same things that aren't working. You haven't decided to break the patterns of existence. You haven't decided to get started. You haven't decided to do the things that are actually going to change everything in an instant. And not simultaneously, but instantaneously, once you decide to simply just get in, it does not have to hit the lowest point in your life before you simply decide to take action. Something drastic does not have to happen where your back is against the wall and you literally have no place to go. If you are in a place right now where you're just simply comfortable with being uncomfortable, that is a reason to realize that you need to break out of that, realize that something needs to change now and something needs to get started because you and your ego are keeping you in a place where it's not just you. You are affecting your perception of the world as projecting onto the world around you and creating your whole reality, and therefore you are impacting other people's lives in a not so positive way. So what we encourage you to do is actually transform that, change the way that you think right now, and actually simply have a little faith, simply be a little open, simply decide to get started. It's literally only $25 to get started. So if you give me that crap that you don't have $25 to get started, then you can just go keep doing whatever you're doing. We honestly don't care. We honestly don't care that you don't care about the world around you. We honestly don't care that you are complaining about your circumstances. But for the rest of the people that are on this line, for the rest of the people that are ready to make decisions, for the rest of the people that are just ready to get started, they know it's time to change. They know it's time to get access to the inside. They know it's access to get access to that three simple step system as fast as possible, so that way they can flip it, so that way they can earn 100% commission, so that way they can set themselves free, so that way they can impact the world around them, so that way they can keep their kids at home, so that way they can get out of foreclosure, so that way they can do and live their dream lifestyle. It's time to take action now. If you're watching this video right now, you need to go ahead and click the link below, fill out the form, and take action on the inside, my friend.
Preach it, Brian.